Hey, fellow crappers! It's your old buddy, your old pal, R.D. Reynolds here once again with Wrestle Crap Radio. And as always, on the other end of the tin can and string is the Dragon Ball to my Z, Mr. Blade Braxton.
Hey, yo, Pikachu and all that good stuff, man.
Just because 99.999% of the 12 listeners we have to this fine program won't get that. Here's what I want you to do, fellow crappers. Type this into your Internet Explorer, Safari, whatever Firefox, whatever it is you use to browse the Internet. Web TV.
They still make those?
If you have a Dreamcast and use the web browser on that, type in www.wrestlecrap.com/raw.html. We're gonna do a little interactivity right here at the beginning of this show. I want everybody to type that in, and you will see there was an open question on answers.yahoo.com. Apparently, Mr. Braxton has offended a 13-year-old.
13-year-old, apparently his name is Cradle Dick. Mm-hmm. Something you shouldn't brag about when you're in middle school, by the way.
It's not very nice at all.
Not gonna get you over with the ladies.
His open question was, Raw? Last night? And it reads, just in case you can't follow along, I'm just going to read this verbatim. Or try to. I went to Raw last night and had third row TV side. Some of you may have seen me, 13 Hardy shirt. Well, anyway, I was behind the a-holes with the dumb, stupid signs. Let's see, there were Alien Ham. Speaking of Blade Baxton or something, Brother Midnight. It was a big dumb Nika and drunk redneck with the dumb signs.
I am offended by that. I am not a freaking redneck. Give me a break.
Are you a dumb Nika? I don't even know what that means. What's a Nika?
What is a big dumb Nika? I don't know what that means. But
Cradle D continues.
Cradle Dick.
Why are people so inconsiderate to other people who paid the price for the ticket? I think signs shouldn't be allowed to shows unless 13 and under. Expect sign guy.
Expect him to do what when he's underneath you?
I do not understand this. Mr. Braxton, there are other people here that have answered this man, his open question.
Okay.
I'm just going to scroll through and read you some of those. And then I'm going to open the forum to you to answer this person.
Hey, it appears John Morrison replied.
CM Punk replied. Says, that's dumb. I'm going to guess, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is not, in fact, the CM Punk. There is, I hate it when people do that. I remember that sign, but I don't know if I saw you. That was John Morrison that wrote that.
Huh.
I saw the alien ham sign, 5 exclamation points.
He got excited by it.
I know how you feel. You'll be behind somebody and they'll have these dumb signs and you can't see anything. Yeah, I think there should be certain times when you're allowed to hold them up, like during entrances and start of show, but during matches it should be a big no-no.
No. Bad. Bad dog. No.
Mr. TNA writes,
Finally, someone with some sense.
if they beat you to the seats ahead of you, that's your fault.
Yeah, fuck you, Cradle Dick.
People should be able to hold signs without getting criticized from other fans.
Yeah, don't you remember that song by Tesla? Signs everywhere, sign. Blocking out 13-year-old kids wasting their time.
Long-haired hippie freaks need not apply. The signs, though, sound like they were watching some Dragon Ball Z type show.
Could you imagine an anime show with alien ham flying around and me and Brother Midnight coming to the rescue?
Finally,
We could call it.
As of right now, this is the other thing that was on there by Knitting Girl. I won't give away who this is, but I do in fact know Knitting Girl. She wrote, "Aw, honey, it's okay. One day you will be big enough to see over those signs." Oh, and also, could you clarify your last quote-unquote sentence? I am not quite sure of the meaning. Thanks!
That's funny.
Knitting Girl.
Knitting Girl appears to be a nice girl.
Knitting Girl, A1, A number 1.
What a nice girl.
So, obviously, there would be no one else that would have signs that read, Blade Baxton, speaking of, and let's get this right. It wasn't speaking of. It was, speaking of, Trolla, and my personal favorite, Hobo, that looked like... Here was the greatest thing about the Hobo sign. Is that all the other signs were on like this neon green with black marker? It looks like you actually spent some time doing that. The Hobo sign literally looked like you were walking into the arena, saw a piece of cardboard. Maybe you knocked over a hobo just to get that sign. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Is that what you did? Did you do a little hobo tipping?
Yeah, I rolled a hobo for his house, and I ripped the sign apart. I thought you'd like that cardboard sign, but yeah, I didn't mean to offend any children, even if they do have cradle dicks. I just wanted to have a good time. I was highly intoxicated. I don't know if you saw me drinking beer during the show, but it's always a good time to make a total ass of myself.
Was it an enjoyable show? Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed pretending to be a whack-a-mole machine during the Shawn Michaels Randy Orton debate, because the podium was like centered right in front of my head where I was sitting, so I could just stand up and make my head appear from behind the podium like one of those, like a mole would appear coming up out of the hole in a whack-a-mole machine, and I would beat my head back down. I would fall back down quickly.
You know what? This was during the Randy Orton Shawn Michaels promo.
Yes.
I will say this.
And by the way,
you being the whack-a-mole, about 1,000 times more interesting than their little debate.
Well, can I tell you something? After a few whack-a-mole shots, they moved the camera down so I could no longer raise my head above the podium. They changed the camera angle. And probably my second favorite thing is during the main event, I knew there was going to be a brawl breaking out. So I told my friend Tony, I was like, man, we need to have a brawl here in the stands. So me and him started exchanging punches during the match and during the ensuing chaos at the end, culminating with me leveling him and knocking him unconscious with all my signs rolled up. If you have a T-vote, I suggest you go back. Our fight is actually probably more exciting than the lumberjack match.
I would agree, and I didn't understand a lumberjack match with a DQ. Maybe that's just me. I thought that was kind of the point. It was always like a no DQ kind of thing. I will say that your match with the Nika was much more interesting than anything that happened on that show.
Did you see Mickie James lusting over me?
I saw the Blade Baxton heart Mickie James.
It's the Braxton on there.
I'm just quoting Cradle. But yes, I did see her. She looked like she was exposing her cleavage to you.
Yes, she did. She she didn't see me the first time around, but she turned back around when she was waving to the crowd the second time, and I yelled to her, "Sweet nothings," and then she saw me, smiled. It was a lustful smile. It made me feel dirty inside.
I'm sure it made you feel dirty inside your underwear.
Yeah, and I now consider. It was such a special moment. I now consider one of my sexual partners.
Like Lita? Yes. Is she the new Lita that you had the moment?
Yeah, it was more a physical moment with me and Mickie James. The moment with Lita was more emotional. Spoke to my feminine side. The side of me that wants to get married. This was more a raw primal instinct thing. But no, she didn't lift the tail. Maybe mainly because I ran out of paper and couldn't make a lift the tail sign. But she lowered the cans. I'll take that. And by the way, I did make it on WWE.com. There's a picture of me with my sign on there.
There's a picture of you with your sign?
Did you like Nicka's Centaurlicious sign?
I love the Centaurlicious sign. I swear I was laughing out loud when I saw that.
The following is a public service announcement from Roddy Piper.
Well, I want to tell you kids something, because kids mean something to me. I have bunches of them. There's a couple of rules you follow when it comes to Halloween. And these are the rules, and you're going to follow them because Hot Rod says so. First of all, when you go out there, you're going to wear something neon because it's dark and there's idiots driving cars. And them idiots are going to run you over. Some of them don't care. You're going to take care of yourself.
Remember that this Thanksgiving.
Save us, 222. What is Chris going to do? Murder all creative? I am so disappointed that I threw away my Andre the Giant shirt.
You could wear that belted as a mini. I remember that. Remember that?
The one you can wear belted as a mini.
Sometimes I promise you. Sometimes I will just throw that line out. Like, people will be complaining, "Oh, I bought this shirt and it was too large." Like, I'll be literally, I will be sitting around Thanksgiving dinner, and like one of my mother-in-law or something will say, "I bought this shirt and it was too large." And I'll go, "You can wear it belted as a mini," and then I'll just sit there and laugh, and the entire family just looks at me like, "What the hell is wrong with that guy?"
You should probably explain that to all the listeners here, because they probably are like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
The Andre the Giant shirt was a 5XL.
Yeah, it was Andre size. You could buy the actual size Andre wore.
5XL, Andre, and they, in the WWF magazine, it said you can wear it as a night shirt or wear it belted as a mini. So they had some skank in this Andre shirt with a belt around her waist.